What do you get after playing a sport? Name, fame, identity, loads of fan followingship. But have you ever thought of giving something back to the sport? Well, friends, I'm here somewhere on Sarjapur Road to introduce to you a very special sport. This sport is still in its nascent stage, but is growing popularity in Bengaluru.
From the outset, this sport looks similar to that of tennis or a squash. But don't get fooled by the arena or the courts. This game is a little different. Welcome to the worlds of paddle. The scoring is similar to that of tennis, but the game isn't it. Are you looking for a racket sport with a difference? Then a paddle is all you need. Be it young or old, this game welcomes all. Paddle is growing as a sport in Bengaluru, and we went to Sarjapur Road to check its craze. And the response was a positive one.
We believe that a new sport is just like any other product. So it's just like you introduce a new product in market and you have to sell it to the people. But it's a little more than a product, because here a person is not just buying your product. He has to invest his time, he has to invest his physical energy, like he has to get involved, and this sport is tiring. So you are getting people to take out their time and spend their physical energy with you. So it's a little more complicated than selling a product.
Oh, it has been a simply beautiful experience. For someone like me, who has also had an opportunity of getting into sports as a woman, it has just been a pleasure. Pleasure to get back into playing sport, which sometimes is just a wish which is left in your mind, that I no longer want to watch the sport only on TV, but I want to be there on the court. So because this game is available for all fitness levels and all ages, it makes it available for everybody to come, play, enjoy, and not just enjoy. You get fit, and at any age, age is not a bar to be part of a competitive sport. It is also a new sport.
We also asked few players about their experience of playing paddle, and this is what they had to say. The tournament on Sarjapur Road witnessed participation from not only the local players but also from overseas as well.
And I started to play this sport in Spain. Then when I came to India for work, I was looking for something similar, and then I found in paddle. And I'm very glad to be here, like playing this sport, because you get friends, you get some exercise, and yeah, it's nice sport.
What about you?
So my name is Yariv. I'm coming from Israel and live in Bangalore now, and actually came to know paddle only about 6 months ago here in this court. Pretty much fall in love in the game, and happy to be here to play as much as I can.
Fern, I'll come to you first. What is it about paddle that gets you going or attracts you towards the sport?
For me, you attract because it's a very dynamic sport. No, you are playing all the time, like you are running, you are behind the ball, following the ball. And if you like tennis or squash, you will like this because it's the same, almost the same. But also you have to play with a partner, my partner Yarif, and you have to get confident, and yeah, it's a nice sport.
As you said that you need to complement each other, so how do you balance playing on the court with you two?
So basically we started playing together only this week. I think it's going well, very nice so far. It seems like a good chemistry from the first time. We communicate good, I think, and can prove that we won twice today. So it's just working well from start.
So communication is a very integral part of this game, as it is for any sport. So how do you guys, are you good only on the court or off the court? How is your chemistry between you two?
So again, seems to be great. We know each other only for a couple of months ago. It was the first time I played against Fran, and he beat me basically. And since then we are playing together this week and having a very good communication and just going very nice.
Fran, what do you think of Yarev as a player?
Yeah, he has to improve. No, he's a good player. The last time he played was like last year in November, and I was telling him before, no, he keep the touch and never for like it's like ride a bike.
Fran, how has been your experience in Bangalore?
Could be better. No, it's nice. It's different from my hometown. It's like another environment, another culture. But well, it's nice to live now because you realize that there are different parts in the world that everything is not the same. So it's nice to get knowledge and about different cities, about different culture.
Yarev, how has Bangalore treated you?
Yeah, it's very nice. I'm basically, happy to be here in India and having the opportunity to experience culture and people which are very different from, the country that I'm coming from, and I really like my time here.
How do you see paddle as a sport growing in India?
So I think it's really impressive what these guys have been able to do in only 1 year, and with a sport which is not still super popular globally, and it's very new to India, and to take an event which is very nice like this guy executed here today. It's really impressive, and I guess it will be more and more popular in India as well.
Fran, what do you think of paddle as a sport in India in the next 5 to 10 years? How do you see the game?
Yeah, so I think that sport will grow like a lot. In Spain, like 10 years ago, nobody knows player, nobody, and now it's like I was telling him before, it's like maybe the second, third sport more famous in Spain, and I think will happen the same with paddle. Maybe after cricket, could be the second sport or the third one. Yeah, I trust in paddle.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of the sport in terms of fitness and in terms of interest levels?
Okay, like in paddle, you need to move your muscles, so it's a very good sport because you train your arms, you train your legs. Also, you have to go down and go up. And maybe the weakness could be your knees. The knees suffer a lot, so if you are old, maybe you have to take care a bit. But yeah, it's a nice sport to exercise all your body.
Yarev, how do you motivate a young kid to take up paddle as a sport? Maybe not as a profession, but as something which he can, play an hour or two in a day.
So I think that in general should try encourage any young kid or girl to take part in any sport which is there. And paddle is as you see is a growing one here and is becoming more popular, and while maybe you will have more and more facilities and courts like this very nice one. So just sending kids to play, to be together with other kids, to be participant in something which is competitive. It's I'm sure that they will fall in love in the sport in the first minute and will continue to take part in it.
Well, that was Yarev and Fran talking about how the paddle can actually help you become a better sports person. But we are not done here yet because the final showdown is all set to begin.
For a tournament to succeed, it needs a vision. And giving paddle a vision in Bengaluru is the team of Bhavesh Bachu and João Lourenço.
So, hi Bangalore, my name is Bhavesh. I am from Portugal, born there, but I have a Gujarati background. And I just came 1.5 years ago to Bangalore to introduce this amazing sport to India and starting in Bangalore.
What about you?
So my name is João. Hello Bangalore. Hello everyone. It's awesome to be here. We brought this sport to India. We get a lot of people playing. It's an awesome sport, and I would like to invite everyone, Bangalore tennis players, to come here and play and try it and enjoy it. It's an awesome sport.
Both Bhavesh and João not only overlook proceedings off the court, but also play paddle as a team as well.
Now, apart from being business partners, but I also came to know that you also partnered on the court as well. So talk us. Yeah, that brings a smile on their faces. But what I'm going to do next is to ask them about their journey in 2018. Talking with you first, Bhavesh, talk us through about your experience.
It's been amazing. Like myself, my results has been awesome. I've been doing everything in the court that needs to be done. and I never fail. So basically, I strongly believe that if a team was a singles team, I would be champion every tournament.
So what are you trying to say, that Joao is not a good player?
So what's happening is, in this case, I lose many games, I lose many points, but there's a reason. You can ask João why is that happening.
Joao, I hope you're listening about what you're
I
saying.
am. So I agree in part what Bavish said now. I was a professional football player, so playing a ball with my feet, with my hands is not the best thing. But I've been playing for almost 6-7 years. I never been a huge paddle player, but since I arrived in, I have played more times and I have improving. But I guess Bavish is quite right, because we see a lot of tennis players are getting very easily with the game and playing very nice, so that will be shame on us, I guess.
So do you think you need to practice a little bit more in order to catch up with Bhavish?
No, I need to spread the word all around the country to promote paddle and show the sport is awesome and get the sport in other cities. That is our goal now. Playing, we are doing not in a professional way, but in fun way, we can say like that. But of course, we always like to win, play good matches and not fail easy points, like Mavis do sometimes.
The sport is still finding its feet in India and is meant for people across all age groups. Youngsters are attracted towards the game, and the response to paddle brought smiles on the face of Bhavesh and Joao.
Why is it that a youngster should take up the sport?
So it is a crazy drive. So we came to Bangalore in 2016 in May. Our main goal was to do a club with 3-4 courts, but after that we thought that it is needed that we focus ourselves in the growth of the sport across the country. So what we thought is, let's put some courts in multi-sports complexes, let's put some courts there, and after that we believe that the demand will start from other cities. So it's been crazy. People really, I'm really amazed. Like everyone that tries the sport, they really love it. And what I've been noticing is the growth has been splendid.
Why Bangalore?
So the main reason of Bangalore, I could say it's the weather. Let's say the weather. But besides the weather, I believe the Bangalore is the third biggest city in India. The technology crowd is huge, and a very small curiosity is that 50% of paddle players came from a corporate background. So for us, Bangalore would be the biggest hit to start.
Joao, I'll come to you next. What is your role in this vision, and talk us through about the journey?
So the journey has been quite fun, very fun, because it's always a challenge and present this a new sport, call it paddle. So we say this paddle is a mix of tennis and squash. And so the tennis players and squash players say, how is it, how it's play, and how it is the court and stuff like that. It's been quite a journey, but it's quite a ride. It's fun. People, it's getting along. We are creating a huge community. So this court behind us is making 1 year today. So today we have 16 teams. It is awesome. The players is coming and play and having a lot of fun. So it's awesome.
What is it about the sport, paddle, which attracts you the most, and why do you think a youngster should take it?
So I think the youngsters should take this sport because they can get along with the game very fast because it's a very addictive game, so and easy to learn. So and the youngsters is really good because they start in a new sport in the same level, so they can keep improving his game and become a huge and good player of paddle.
You can play the game for fun, for fitness and for time pass. The game is finding its feet in India but is a phenomenal success outside Asia.
What about the position of this sport back in Portugal?
So back in Portugal, the last 5 years that's growth boom, like a boom. So to give you an idea, 5 years ago we had like 10 to 20 courts in Portugal. Today is more than 200 courts already in Portugal. So, but if you look to Portugal and in Spain, so in Spain the paddle has overtaken all the sports. Only football is more played than paddle. So we saw that back in our country, we saw that in Spain. We are seeing the growth of sport along the Europe. So we thought, okay, India is a huge of potential because as a background tennis player, squash, badminton, so I'm pretty sure it will be a huge success paddle in India.
Padel is one sport that doesn't require a specific age group to play. Bringing Padel to India was a huge task, but both Bhavish and Joao didn't give up.
And no journey is complete without their fair share of ups and downs. So I'm sure you also had one. So talk us through on that.
Of course, so we had some difficulties, to be honest. In the first 3 to 6 months, people were not conscient about the new sport in town. People were a little bit closed, like, why should I try paddle? But what we found out is once people try it, it's an amazing result. Everyone would remember the first time they tried the sport, and everyone will really thrive to come back on the court. So we strongly believe that now the sporting is taking its steps. So the other cities will be our next move. Okay, so we strongly believe that the sport, to get another dimension, it is essential that it goes to the other big metro cities. And I believe that this will be the year of paddle in India. Yeah. So the sport has been, it's a huge growth. Like 5 years ago, the sport was in maybe 25 countries. Today we can say it's more than 40 countries. All the countries in Asia, like Japan, China, Hong Kong, which is part of China, Singapore, Thailand, India, all of them are adopting paddle, and they strongly believe that paddle can be the next hit. Because we strongly believe that this is not only for the fitness person, it's also for anyone that wants to enjoy, socialize and make some sports.
Like initially you said that this sport wasn't, that the people were not aware about the sport, but now 1 year down the line, what changes do you see, especially in Indian market and in Bangalore?
So the main changes we see, like every day we receive inquiries of people from the city and from the country requesting information about paddle, how can they play, how they can sign up for a coaching program, is there a membership program, is there tournaments, and luckily we have all the solutions for the players, so it has been quite a ride to get, every day we get some new players and groups coming to play.
Joao, coming to you next. Like you said, the journey had his fair share of ups and downs. So how you as a partner, as a friend, has kept on motivated Bhavish?
So because we see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know, because we truly believe this is awesome sport. Everybody knows this is awesome sport. After the first time they try it, they get addicted to the sport, they enjoy the sport, they invite his friends and his family to play. So of course there are upsides and downs, but every business has upsides and downs. I guess the main struggle we are having here is to present the sport, to show to the people how it's played, the rules, because among the tennis players, the paddle is called the second chance sport, because when the ball passes through in tennis, it's point. In paddle, you always have the chance to return. So that is the feeling we are trying to pass to the people. This is a good sport, a fitness sport, and yeah, it's awesome.
So do you think you need to get down some more professional players from Portugal or maybe from somewhere to India in order to make sure that the awareness factor increases?
Yeah, we are working on that. We have partnerships in UK, Portugal and in Spain. Also, beside the professional players, we are bringing also professional coaches. So you can give formations and create our own coaches. We have already two coaches who has been formed by international coaches we brought abroad. So we are doing our job. We are what we call a full key or full services of company regarding paddle, because regarding the selling the courts and giving the maintenance of the courts, we also provide the coaching. We also provide the advising how to play, how to market, how to engage people. So we are doing our work, and we truly believe it. Like Bhavish said, this will be the paddle year.
Padel completes 1 year in Bengaluru, and it has been a bumpy ride for Bhavish and Joao. But they have enjoyed the experiences so far.
How has Bangalore treated you and how has been the experience?
Very well. Not also Bangalore, but also India is treating very well. It's an awesome country, very colorful, and I'm amazed with the people, with the customs, and it's awesome. I'm really enjoying, and it will be a few years more.
Bhavish, coming to you next. Talk us through about where do you see paddle in the next 5 years in country?
So our biggest dream would be that paddle would be in the list of, let's say, 10 most played sports in India, which would be a very high achievement. So we strongly believe that our mission is India is in terms of awareness. We want to tell everyone there's an amazing sport that everyone can play, very easy to learn, and it's incredible. Like everyone that tries it, the satisfaction levels are always very high. They really love it. So I think our main goal is to give fun to the people.
Well, giving fun to the people is exactly what Bhavesh and Joao's goal, and be rest assured they are not going to stop at nothing until, like he said, he's going to make it the sport to the top 10 sports in the country.
Close to 80 players participated in the competition and the tournament witnessed high voltage action. In the end, it was a team of Pratham Manju and Prashant Suresh who made it to the final. The final was a close affair, but it was Pratham and Manju who emerged as champions. The team Prashant Suresh bagged runners-up trophy, while the winners walked away with the winners' trophy.
Tournament was great. It was great, organized by the Padel Association of India, and we had a very good time playing this tournament, and we had great fun. It's pretty close to. I'm a tennis player, and it's pretty close to tennis in a cage basically, and I really liked it, and I'm coming for more.
It's really a great thing. They are organizing like paddle and in India, and it's like new for us. Same like tennis only, but little more some like instructions are a little different like squash and all. But I like to come again whenever the tournaments are here.
It was really great. This is my third tournament actually, so we are actually enjoying this playing this paddle tournament.
No, opponents played good and we tried our level best to win. It's not happened. It's very good. We had a lot of fun and love to play paddle.
Paddle is a sport which is an outcome of the 21st century. After all, it's a generation which follows T20 in cricket. Then how can paddle be left behind?
Well, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a small step, and Padel in Bengaluru has completed 1 year. But it is only fair to say that this sport has a long way to go before it becomes a sensation in Bengaluru and in India. With camera person Wali, this is Abhijit Singh for News 9, Bengaluru.